Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday market webcast. Okay, so when we chatted yesterday, we talked about how we were going to potentially see things that we had never seen before as we were getting into things constitutionally that basically had never been that big of a deal, and to watch your profits and watch your risk and be prepared for volatility. I really didn't think we were going to see that in my wildest dreams. There was a huge ramp up in the morning into the start of the joint session of Congress. Right back up into those 3770s, which which was a long for us that turned into a heck of a lot more than I ever thought it was going to be, and we ended up taking 55 handle runner on that. As we got into the 130 area, 145. And then you got into the part where they broke into the Capitol. There's no other way to describe it. They brought it in there, but they didn't bring it in much. They brought it in enough to get into a decent short. A couple moves down to 37.30, 37.35, and then as they got all those jokers out of there. And they are jokers. They lifted it back up, and they ended up printing new all-time highs, which I figured it was going to go back to the highs. They traded as high as 74.75 yesterday. So the volatility was good. That being the reason for the volatility, is always a little troubling. But that's not what we do as traders. The hows and the whys and the wherefores are all secondary to price, and you trade what you see, and you're long short accordingly, and you do what you need to do. So, from a trading perspective, yesterday was a very good day. From every other kind of perspective, yesterday was a very sad day. So as we head into today, they took it back to 48. We've been hunting, pecking around the 54 to 64 area. You've got the hourly mid-band. Let's take a look at that. So look, if you're the Bears, you didn't get it done. We talked about how you didn't get it done you had a chance to get it done Tuesday. You didn't do it. You couldn't hold below 2 lines for an entire Globex session. Couldn't do it. And then, they bring back in, monthly pivot holds here, and you end up paying the price all the way to new all-time highs. And those highs were retested within a handle or so, a couple of handles into the Globex session. So they pulled it back in. You can see the hourly band starting to tighten up. They've been pretty wide, obviously. You see the 9-day is linked up with the weekly pivot there at 37.25. You got mid-band down there with the monthly pivot at the roundy. But now we're talking, unless the Bears really put something together, and I'm sure everybody will be watching the news today, there's a whole hell of a lot that could happen today. Whole hell of a lot could happen today. Today could be just as interesting a day as yesterday. You could see a move back towards those areas. If you don't really see any kind of catalyst today, it's the perfect kind of day that the market could just kind of take a breath and hang out. You got the hourly mid-band sitting at 59. VWAP is at 59 as well. 5-minute mid is at 60. Proprietary moving average about 57. So 57 to 60 is going to be important. That's what it's been banging around now since about 7:45 in the morning. So we're flat here. I'm waiting for. I'll wait for the open. We're in a position now, today, tomorrow, where we're going to look for volatility. We're going to look for our setup, and we're going to pick our spots because our week and month were made a long time ago, and it's January the 7th. I would not, if it wants to chop and churn and not do much, and I expect it to whip and chop and be pretty sloppy at the open, don't overtrade into it because you're just going to tear yourself up. And about the time that you're done tearing yourself up is going to be about the time it's going to want to make a decision to make a move. So pick your spots today. That's what we'll be doing in the room. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em well.